Welcome back, guys, to our second episode of Daughters of Australia. Yay! We're kind of a little, what was the word that I used? Frazzled, because we've been doing some major troubleshooting. Victoria has the same mic as me, but her setup's a little bit different. So we were both just saying that it would have been better if she used a mic. And unfortunately, it does not work with what she's using. So it's a little bit frustrating, and I'm apologizing ahead of time that it's not gonna sound as good as we want yet, but we will get there. Yeah, if you guys, this is your first time in, welcome. We're happy to have you. I'm Jerica.
I'm Victoria.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, we say this is our second episode, but on Spotify it's probably showing us our 20th episode.
They're probably like, liar!
But this is our second episode with a new, let's just say a new season. This is our third season.
Yes, and we used to talk about astrology and tarot, which we still kind of will, but what the whole point of this new podcast that I think that we both really enjoy is we're in our 30s living in two major cities and exploring life living alone. We hope this new approach to our podcast will give you some insight, some inspiration, and hopefully some laughs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what I bought 10 minutes ago?
What did you buy?
Okay. It was $300.
Bro, what?
It's a furniture piece.
Okay. It's gonna last a while. Hopefully,
yeah, but it's for Troubles.
For your
so
cat?
Mr. Troubles is my cat.
The cat that's sitting right, if you guys are watching the YouTube video, he is literally sleeping facing the wall.
You can't see him. He's right there.
Yeah, he looks like a black pillow, but it's really a black cat.
I didn't know that you could see him.
Yeah, dude, you can see it. If you see yourself, we see you. Anything you see yourself, we see you.
Well, in my picture, it just shows a black, it could be a sweatshirt. Oh, he's moving.
He's moving. Finn's here too. You can see him right here.
Oh, see, he looks like a pillow.
Yeah. Sorry for you audio listeners. We're just talking about having our cats on our bed. But okay, so you spent a grand total of $300 on Mr. Troubles. Is it a cat castle?
It's a cat tree. Okay. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I call it cat castle. I call it a cat castle.
But it's one of the prettier, more modern finished ones.
Okay.
And it's made out of wood, real wood.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I think I know. Does it kind of look almost like clouds?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen those. That's totally your style.
I mean, I think it's a cute, art piece, too.
That
he could sleep on.
That checks out. What is your Venus sign again?
Capricorn.
Okay, that makes sense. I would say
yeah, it makes sense. But why does it make sense to you?
Because when I think of Capricorns, I think that they like things that are clean cut, very, very minimalistic, but have really nice pieces. You might be wearing a really not basic outfit because Capricorns are not basic, but you'll wear a Chanel necklace. And no one will see it, but only you know that it's
oh yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
True.
So,
I mean, I don't have a Chanel necklace, but I will wear something that's very subtle, but I know it's worth something.
Yeah,
and it's you can wear it forever. I like those lifetime pieces.
Yes, yeah. I remember. So this year there was this TikTok that was talking about how you can tap into your sexual era, and I'm like. I would love that. So how you do it is technically as you tap into your Venus sign.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're already Capricorn, I wonder if it's any different. Because mine's a Taurus and I'm an Aries. So I'm more it's going to be more grounding. But I have been changing the way I've been dressing. I've been dressing a lot more girly. A lot more pinks, a lot more frills, a lot more flowy.
You definitely dress like a springtime.
Yes, that's a Taurus.
Spring season.
Mm-hmm, that's Taurus, very Taurus, Venus, the god of, you know, I can't think of words right now.
Love.
Love, thank you.
I think goddess
So
of love,
yeah,
beauty.
that's what I heard. So if you guys are trying to tap into your sexual era in 2024, you can take a look at that.
So wait, you have to so you dress
More
like your
like your
Venus?
Venus sign, yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
I
and
think I think I already do. Except for right now. I'm just
yeah. Usually, I would say that you flawlessly can look good. Like I feel like that's just like I don't know. Every time I usually see you, there's always like something. Like either your lashes look nice, your hair looks nice, but like you'll wear like something cozy, like you're doing right now.
Mhm.
So
Everything is like put together.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like reminds me of like a Virgo Venus too. Like Virgo Venuses, like they can be there. Kylie Jenner is a Virgo Venus, and
Oh.
Kim Kardashian, and they wear like what they look best in is like neutrals. That's what you wear. You wear a lot of neutrals, and like very solid like either shapes or clothing, no brand showing, but they'll wear like
Mhm.
one gorgeous like
Statement
accessory.
piece?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
statement piece. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that's very like earth sign like me too, but I usually only dress like that when I'm more on the cozy side.
Nice. Yeah, I'm cozy right now.
Yeah, same. I'm in my pajamas, so
Yeah, me too. It's like night. Oh yeah, it's like 9 o'clock there
it
and
is
6 o'clock
late, guys.
here.
Yeah, because it's a little bit different because now you guys can see all my fancy smanchy streaming lights. So
Ooh,
yeah, I'm excited.
I should do that.
I heard that. Yeah, you definitely should. You know what would look really good, especially because you have like minimalistic stuff. Is it would look really good if you had one of those sunset lights lamps. Have you seen those before?
No
Oh my god, I feel like you would love those. I feel like
sunset lights. Okay, I'm
yeah,
gonna look it up.
so yeah, sunset lamp. So what you do is like you put it on like kind of like that table that you have right behind you where your succulents are, and you face the
Yes.
lamp either towards your wall or like up, and it literally shows like a light that looks like a sunset.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
I think you'd
That would
look
be so. I want
so
one with like the
pretty.
galaxy too.
Yeah, I think it'd look so pretty in your room. And I think you'd really like it. I
Ooh.
think it'd be a vibe. That's what I think.
All right, I'm just gonna do it just for myself, you know.
Okay, so also, okay, sorry guys. We're still gonna get in the hang and the swing of things of what we're gonna be talking about and stuff. I do have a couple things I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Unless it deleted, which oh here it is now. I was almost I was scared for a second. Okay, so on Monday, I'm really excited.
Mhm.
I checked out. So I just want to let you guys know if you moved to a whole new city, don't know barely anyone, wants to make friends, and doesn't go to like the bars or the clubs, you need to check out your local library. I'm not joking, you guys. I have tapped into something so new. Your local library can literally give you the like access to the coolest things. I'm starting to sound like an ad. But so I like just signed up for a beginner sewing class. I learned how to fucking resew.
What?
Yes, so they had like
I've been wanting to sew
I'm
too.
not even joking. They have sewing machines. I sewed like in high school, like ninth grade. And there were
Dude, I
so
have a
many
sewing
things.
machine.
Yes, you need to go. You need to check it out. You need to go.
Okay, I'm gonna check to see. I didn't see sewing because I
Some
signed up for a library like a year ago,
okay.
but I'm more interested in it now. But if it's free, is it
It's
free?
free, dude. It's free. You need to
Oh
check it
my
out.
gosh. Okay, I'm gonna look.
Obviously not every library has it, but if you sign up for your county, it's going to sign up for your county. You can literally look up every county or every library in your county that offers really cool classes. I'm also so every Saturday is also a crochet class, which I'm excited about. And like
What?
I was really worried when I took the beginner class because I was like, oh my god, like there's gonna be like so many old people. I was like, there's gonna be so many old people. No, there were like students in there, like because I live by a college. There were students
Uh-huh.
in there. There were a whole bunch of ages, and it was just so nice to connect with people. Like, even though I didn't like ask for someone for their phone number to hang out again, it just felt so nice to like get out of my comfort zone and try something new. And I feel like, isn't this year like the age of Aquarius or
Mhm.
something like that? Or this
It's not.
year?
It's just like it's not even just the year. It's like the whole era. It's like the eight.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So like,
Mhm.
and I remember like the whole theme was like kind of finding people who more relate to you and like finding new friends and oh my god, I'm so obsessed with that. So I was just trying to find things that I can meet new people. So I also signed up for a 3D printing class, which is also free.
Ooh,
So yeah,
what?
I'm in my
I mean, I saw
crafts
things like
era.
that at my. I did see things like that at my library. I
You
saw
need
things
you need to look at your
like
other libraries.
learning. The one that I saw was like more music. Like you can
Oh, that's
learn to
fun.
learn the ook
Oh, that's
and
cool.
like learn keyboarding and
Okay.
guitar lessons. But I don't remember any of those. Like I don't remember
You,
seeing anything else that I was
you
excited
should look.
about.
So yeah, so your county will have like classes you could pay for, but your library will have like events,
Yeah, I don't.
like monthly
That's really cool.
events. Yeah. So definitely a tip to get out of your comfort zone, try something new is check out your local library. And getting your library is library cards for free. I'm literally the reason why I brought this up was because I checked out Fourth Wing. If you guys have watched or listened or heard about it, it was a very popular book last year on and it got popular on the book talk. And
Okay.
it's a fantasy book and I literally
Ooh.
was hooked for the first episode, the first chapter,
Oh my gosh.
and
Is
I'm
it? It's a
excited.
fantasy.
It's a fantasy, and it's about dragons. It sounds really. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry on the fantasy lovers out there. I just like dragons. Okay. I ate my fucking words. I swear to God. Once I like was hooked after the first chapter, I was like, yeah, this is awesome.
It's about dragons.
It's
Is it like
it
Game of Thrones?
It's no, it's not like Game of Thrones. It reminds me of Hunger Games,
Ooh.
but like dragons. So the main theme, the main theme is this girl. Her name is Violet, and her whole family is is known to be in the most highest rank for riding dragons, and the dragons are supposed to protect their world, whatever. And she is like very weak, very fragile. She only knows like a lot of history. That's what she was going to go into for school, but the school that her mom enrolled her in was to train with like dragons. And there's like love, there's like sexual tension with her like a guy that she like was grew up with, and it's getting spicy and it's really exciting.
Oh, so
I
this
feel
is an
like
adult book.
it is an adult book. Yeah, if you think of dragons in your fantasy, like I would have thought teen too.
Okay.
Uh, but I know that was super long, but I wanted to kind of tell you guys what I was doing this week. I wanted to ask you, have you ever read a erotic fiction book?
Yeah. Oh
Really?
wait, fiction. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, see, I never read that. I was like so against
Oh.
it. I was like, so that's like what, like
You were against it?
I was just like, and then I was like, it would like it even was even more of a turn off when I like saw the trailer for the freaking movie. I was like, this is so stupid.
Well, it's kind of like a turn off when you see like so many people reading it, just like in public areas. So they're just like reading, and it's like older women, and you're
Okay, I
just
can see
like,
that. Like when
why
my
is
mom
everyone just like
told,
reading this out in the open?
yeah,
Just like
when
reading porn.
I remember when you were reading it, my mom and your mom were reading it, and I was like, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna read this shit. Okay. Yeah, I have a friend who has like a an Instagram, and she only reads erotic like whatever
Books.
fiction books.
Hmm.
And I thought that was really interesting. There's like a really popular fanfic that was made into a book, and it's about Hermione loving Draco Malfoy.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the hell? But anyways, if you guys have put in the reviews or in our
Comments?
comments in our YouTube video, what erotic book have you been interested in or what like kind of got you into it? Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Anything that's sexual, like TV, movie for a second, I get horny.
Yeah,
I get horny. I can't.
especially
I can't. I can't.
I do too. I'm sometimes it'll be like a well, I'm straight, but sometimes it'll be like a girl and I'm like, wow,
That'd be
she's
hot,
hot.
right? Yeah, yeah. But every
It's
time
not like
I can't do it.
yeah,
I
and
can't do
then
it.
it's not like I think about that person, but it's like it just like turns me on and then
I could see that. I could see that. Yeah.
oh yeah, that's why when I watched Love Island, I'm like, oh my god, there's
What's
too many
Love
hot people
Island
here.
about?
You
What
don't oh, Love Island is this really popular like
TV
dating
show?
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And is it
And
like
they're just
super
like always in
sexual?
bathing suits all the time.
Damn. Must be nice.
They do like strip teases. Like I'm just like, how's this on TV?
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's like worldwide. They have it like Australia, UK. They have a US one. It's really good.
I mean, I guess if that's like something that like turns you on, I feel like that totally is like the show for you, you know?
Yeah. No, I think it'll turn anyone on.
That's
I'm
no.
like,
I mean, I never watched it, so I'm like, but if that's what you're into, then yeah, that can definitely be like a. I'm trying to think of like a TV show that'd be like, oh yeah, that definitely turns me on, but I can't think of anything right now.
yeah, I feel like just Love is Blind is the only one because they're just always like doing something. Like,
Yeah,
always
there is
in
a new
bathing suits.
season of Love Is Blind. I don't know if you guys have Netflix, but if you share a Netflix password with someone you know, they have been kicking people off. They don't even give you the option to say that you're at an Airbnb, like you're traveling.
What else have you been? Did you want to bring up?
I honestly, I looked at my notes, and those were unfortunately, that was the only two. I literally thought like I had way more to say, but
Okay, I watched another episode of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
okay, let's hear it.
I'm really like deep in this. It's really good.
So the last one, if you
Um,
guys didn't hear, she asked me if I farted in front of my partner and you guys too, and that's. I guess I'm wondering what she's bringing up this time.
this one, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't even know how I'm gonna even ask the question. It's because it's
Okay.
more of a like a topic.
Okay.
So the scene, I'm
Okay.
setting up the scene. They're at the farmer's market, and he
Okay.
runs into this beautiful woman,
Okay. I mean,
and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, how are you?" So they basically know each other.
okay, that's rough.
Yeah, they know each other. She's beautiful. She has a Latina accent.
Cute. Cute.
And she's like, they're both like, "Oh, you look so good. How are
And
you?"
it's just a girlfriend just
And
standing there like this.
yeah, his girl. No, actually, it's his wife.
Wife. Okay. 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 Yeah,
Yeah,
because
his
Mr. and
wife
Mrs.
is just
Smith.
like
Got it. Got
standing
it.
there,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of in the background, then comes up and says like, "Hey." He goes, "Oh, this is my wife."
Mm-hmm.
Um, so afterwards, afterwards, she says, "Man." She had no idea what was going on. Like she didn't know that they like ever hooked up or anything, but she kind of just like slyly got it out of him. Like, man, that's really nice. That's really good of you that you like went out with her, even though she only has one hand.
What? Does she have only one hand?
No, like I don't understand. Like I don't understand this type of jealousy. I've never seen it before, but she definitely gaslit him because she was like, "Yeah, she only had one hand," and he was like, "No, she doesn't."
That is so
She's like,
weird.
"You
Like
didn't
trying to
you
make
sleep
her
with
feel
her?
like
You slept with someone that has only one hand and you didn't notice?"
that
But like he goes
is
into his her
weird.
Instagram like later and says, "Dude, you're such a liar."
That is so weird. That's like some delusional shit.
She definitely gaslit him, and I think it was like a type of jealousy
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
So that was my topic for today.
Okay.
Jealousy.
Okay, that's I mean, I'm a Taurus Venus. Like that's all I gotta say. That's all
What
I
does
gotta
that
say.
mean?
It means that we're just very protective over people. So it's like anytime I feel like, I mean, I feel like it's also a trust because now, sorry, I had a feather in my mouth. I feel like now I trust my partner way more than I first dated him. I was definitely a lot more jealous, and it was really hard to deal with because when I was younger and dating, like that jealousy would always be like either gaslit or they would lie and then actually be doing something behind my back. There's probably a reason why that I probably acted that way, and yeah, I think it's like trauma that I have to like learn how to handle and deal and learn how to trust people. Um, I think it's like it's not like, I mean, my ex of almost 3 years, which doesn't seem like a lot to most, but a lot of my relationships are very short term, and he was very, very, I don't know if I say jealous or protective, but he was a little bit self conscious and not as confident as I think he should, like, because he was good looking. He wasn't like ugly. He wasn't like, I just felt like there was no reason, but it happens, obviously.
He was handsome.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like he was handsome. I felt like it was
Mhm.
always weird for me when he did feel like he didn't look good. And so I think a lot of that was insecurity where he didn't really like it when I went to the gym by myself, or um he would be really into like who I followed on Instagram, and he didn't even have social media. But like if he realized or saw that I was following someone that was the opposite sex, he would freak out. So I feel like I feel bad for my boyfriend now because I felt like a lot of that stuff is like obviously me trying to like heal from it. But I felt like having a partner where I can actually, no matter how stupid that is, like whether they looked at her, like if he looked at her, even if he didn't look at her, or if he like spoke with someone and like flirted, because he's a Scorpio with a Leo rising. Like if there's one thing he's gonna do, he's gonna fucking be flirty, you know? And or he's just gonna be friendly, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna
Yeah.
be friendly. And it took a while for me to one trust him, but the way that the reason why I trusted him so quickly was because no matter what I came to him about me being insecure about or jealous about, he never ever ever like made me feel bad about it
That's
ever.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it was hard for me because I'm like, man, he's gonna think I'm crazy. Man, he's gonna think I complain a lot. Man, he's, I'm just like all these like I like thoughts and emotions. You're vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be vulnerable speaking about this, and not a lot of people like to be vulnerable. And but I know that it was gonna eat me up if I didn't talk to him about it. And so like he's like, okay, well, like what can we do to make you feel better about it? And even if it was me, like I just don't want you, like I just don't like it when you talk to them like this way, because he's like friendly. And
Hmm.
like without any question, he knew that it would make me upset if he kept doing it. And he stopped. And it just made me gain a lot more trust a lot quickly. And now that if he were to do something like that, it doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah. I feel like it's all about communication.
It really is. It really is about communication for sure.
And I think that's good that he didn't make you feel bad too, because like I was in my past relationships, I felt like I was made felt bad.
Yeah,
I guess I'm
yeah.
not yeah, like it kind of made me feel like, oh, the person I was with told me like I was being insecure, and like yes, I was. It was like everyone has their insecurities,
Hmm.
but it kind of made me feel like it was just like all my fault, and like that other person like didn't change a thing,
Yeah,
like
like
didn't make me feel any comfortable. It was just like, oh, it's just your insecurity, and that to me I thought was a little bit of gaslighting, and I
yeah.
didn't realize it because I
Yeah.
didn't know what gaslighting was
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was like a
until
thing that came
today.
up till yeah, like maybe like a couple years ago.
Yeah. um yeah, I feel like when I was younger, and I mean, when I feel like everyone has their insecurities when they're younger, because you're just think and just early stages of their
Oh my
life.
god, yeah, you don't
You're
feel
learning to trust
comfortable.
people.
Yeah, and you don't feel comfortable with
Yeah,
how you, I mean, some people do, but some people like are still trying to love themselves.
exactly. And be vulnerable and just like speak up and to just say whatever
Yeah, without
you need
any
to
like
say.
remorse. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, I think back in when I was younger, I was jealous in like high school, even in college,
Mhm.
of like I can remember like certain people that I would have in my mind that I was jealous about, and I think it was I mean, I'm glad I brought it up to the my exes,
Yeah.
but at the same time like nothing really happened after that. So I it's almost like everything got pushed under the rug, and then
Mhm.
I kind of just like had
Had
an
to
avoidant.
accept it, right?
Yeah, I like kind of accepted it, and I was
Yeah.
even in the ends of my relationships, I was like, you know, whatever, if he flirts, I know that he loves me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, how did I even get to that like level
Yeah.
of like not even caring anymore?
Yeah.
Like, and there's also different types of levels of jealousy, and like even like different types of level of like what another person thinks of is like cheating. Because
Mm.
like
Mhm. Oh yeah.
one person might think, oh, just like flirting with someone is cheating,
Cheating. Yeah.
or just like making someone feel uncomfortable. Like you don't want to ever make that other person feel uncomfortable, your partner feel
There's like
uncomfortable.
emotional cheating and then there's physical cheating.
Yeah. And like for with women, it's usually emotional cheating
Yep.
that turns into physical
Oh
cheating.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that like the show is like it's really funny, but it's like gets into these really serious topics, which I like. Like
I love that.
it has that level of like seriousness, but also humor that I love.
Mhm.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
That was
a
episode
show to
2,
watch.
you guys.
Episode 2.
We didn't have much to talk about the new book, like the book I'm reading, and we didn't talk about like much about the erotic. I was just curious if you like continuously read erotic novels.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't read it like I don't feel like I need to read it.
Mhm.
I actually don't really like reading fiction.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I tried like what I tried reading like Colleen Hoover novels, like just like romance novels that my Pisces friend loves.
Of course.
She loves romance. But it's not as good as I like. She always tells me she cries, which obviously she's a Pisces with a Scorpio moon, a Scorpio rising, but she cries on like everything. But it's so cute that she does.
That
But
is
like
really cute because she gets
she's like
invested.
setting me up for like failure because
Oh yeah,
I'm not
because
crying.
yeah.
Yeah, right now. Okay, so the book I'm reading right now is called In Your Flow.
Okay.
It's a non-fictional book.
Mhm.
It's about the science of syncing to your natural cycles.
Mhm.
It's actually pretty cool. I downloaded the app. So I think the thing that I really enjoy is that, or what I really learned was that, first off, the day, so the 24-hour clock, our biological clock, is actually better in productivity and like I don't know, working out, eating for especially like males because they have this 24-hour clock, which is the testosterone,
Okay.
which goes from the testosterone levels are high in the morning, and then which helps with productivity levels and creativity, and then lowers to like resting towards the end of the day.
Okay.
But for women, we don't have that. We don't have the testosterone clock. So that's why we feel tired for a week or so, or two
Yeah.
weeks before our period or after our period. And then we're very, very productive for 2 weeks. So it's kind of just like a book to really like biohack yourself into like eating the right things at certain times to help with like your hormones, because our hormones are estrogen and progesterone, which is like different from
Yeah.
men. It's like different levels, and it's the 28-day thing. So whatever like a man feels in one day is what we feel longer in a month. And
That
that's
is
actually why
crazy.
Yeah, that's like actually why we are more in sync with the moon.
Yeah.
Women are more in sync with moon because of the 28-day lunar cycle, and
Yeah.
like men are more in sync with the sun, which is the 24-day um or 24-hour day.
That's so interesting.
So when like you say like when like a man or like yeah, when a male like works out in the morning every single day, it works out for them because it helps them. But for women, they actually should rest for like 2 weeks, like a little bit,
I
like
need
does
to
less.
watch. I need to read this fucking book. That's what I need to do. Which we
Yeah,
will.
so
Both
it's
of the
like
books that
not
we
good
talked
for
about,
us.
I will put down in our description.
Yeah, it's actually not good for us to work out every intensely every single day in the morning. We should work we should be resting or doing like light yoga at certain times of the month or like of your cycle.
I'm like, fuck me, dude.
We should be eating certain foods too, like at different times.
I feel like that's also what can tap into like depression. Like I feel like
Mhm.
women can be like, I should be productive, I should be doing this, I should be working out. And no, you should be resting, you should be relaxing, you should be like rejuvenating until you were productive for those 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
That's
also goes into
insane.
like social activities and like relationships and sex. Like when's the best time for like foreplay and trying new
Whoa,
things,
that's so
going out and seeing your
cool.
friends, like communicating, asking for a raise, asking, I don't know, collaborating with people. Like it's really, really cool.
I love that. Might be my next book I
Yeah,
read.
it's
Maybe. I'm really hooked with my book right now, so we'll see.
I'm like hooked with this book right now, and I might just like read it again because like it has so much
Wow.
information.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see
Yeah,
that.
I'm listening to the audiobook, but I actually bought the book because it is a lot of information. Like it lists all these things,
You
and
would
I
probably
won't be
want to
able to like remember it all.
highlight or like write things. Yeah, I
I
actually
mean, yeah,
I thought it was really cute. So, following my friend who has the book Instagram, I realized that she highlights a lot. And when I highlight, like back in, like back in the day, if it was like stuff like self help books, I would highlight it. But what she highlights is she highlights what like is interesting to her, like the quotes that she likes. But she also has like notepad, not notepads, but sticky notes next to it, and like would talk about like kind of like reading between the lines, like what you would do in like English class. So I thought that was really
yeah.
interesting. And like I have been doing that. I've just been writing down like either what if something that's like significant with the character that I want to remember, or something that I thought was like really cool that I like want to remember. I don't know. I thought
That's
that was
really
really interesting.
cute.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I was so bad in English class.
I
Just
was bad
because
in
I
every
would just
class.
I would not actually read between the lines. Like I was so good at reading,
Mm-hmm.
but like the questions afterwards where you
Oh,
reflected,
I hated
I was
that.
like one of those like I'm a math and science person. Like there has to
Yeah.
be an answer like that you just have to get
That's
to.
me too. Yeah, I wasn't good at science. I could have been if I probably like applied myself, but I loved math because there was only usually only one answer.
And
And
there's
it's
only you can only there's a way to get to it and it's like a
yes.
puzzle and
Yes.
there's no other way to get to the answer
I love me some
usually.
fucking puzzles too. Yeah, but yeah, like I just wasn't into English. I just thought it was just like because it's just stuff that you're not interested in. They made you read shit that's like not interesting, you know?
Yeah, like it wasn't relatable.
Exactly. Exactly. It wasn't relatable.
I'm like, why are we?
That's such
Why
a
they
good
have to relate
point.
it in some type of way? Because like, okay, if you're gonna teach us Shakespeare, do it in a way that they did in like that one movie, 10 Things I Hate About You, where that's
Yeah.
like make it more relatable to
Like
teenagers instead of just like.
modernize. Yeah, because I feel like, dude, imagine having the book you're reading now. Imagine having reading that in like college or maybe high school. You would have tapped into shit like a long time ago. You would have businesses. You would be making fucking money. You'd be so self reliant. I feel like you just like would know. I feel like you would know so much if it was like relatable.
Yeah. This book I'm reading is so relatable because like I've been taking birth control ever since I was 16 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
I just got off of it 2 years ago. I'm
Okay.
not, and then and like I actually read a book before I got off the pill just to make sure like I'm doing all the right things for my body so that like all my hormones aren't like I just wanted to know like if I've been taking something for like 15 years
It's
and I'm
such
just
a
like
long
automatically
time.
stop, that
Yeah.
scared me. So I read like a book and basically I mean I regret taking birth control pills because like the PMS symptoms that you have are actually you can actually treat them, but you won't know. So like people take birth control not just for birth control, but for PMS
Yeah,
symptoms
that's the reason
like
why I
to
got it.
subside them.
It was like
Yeah,
like
but
my pimples like breaking
yeah,
out and then like cramps. Yours
but
was
there's like an
cramps.
underlying reason why we have those. We're not actually we're not supposed to have these symptoms actually. And if you do have acne, there's something underlying that we need to treat.
Yeah.
And that's what
That makes sense.
yeah, that's why I was like super into it. And now I'm like tracking. I'm doing birth control, but not with hormonal pills.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing natural cycles, which is like an app where they track your temperature, and it's like FDA cleared, hormone free,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to take anything. I don't have to do anything. And
How
it's
does it work with it being like a birth control?
so so we are only fertile 6 days out of our cycle.
Okay, yeah.
And so they figured out a way that if you take your temperature every morning at the same time, they figured out your temperature has something to do with when you're ovulating or not.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know.
have the actually have the Aura ring, so it takes my temperature throughout the day.
Okay, okay,
Anyways,
okay.
and I think it will work with Apple Watch too, because I think that takes your temperature as well. But
Yeah.
they actually send you a thermometer if you don't have an Apple
Oh,
Watch or an
that's so
Aura ring.
fascinating. Okay.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
so pretty much 10 days. They give or take 5 days. 5 days before your ovulation and 5 days after your ovulation, they tell you not to have sex or be abstinent or use a condom.
Yeah.
But pretty much that's how you track if you're pregnant or not, or like birth
Wow.
control.
Yeah, I have an app. So I've been off I think in April I'll be off birth control for 5 years. So
Oh,
the
good.
reason why I wanted to be off was because I didn't want to. One was because my hormones were just out of control. They were just it was like it was a part of me where I was like it was like the you see your body and you're out of your body and you're like, why am I acting
Out
like
of body
that?
experience.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I
Mm-hmm.
acting like that? And I hated it. I hated it so much. I just it felt like I was relying it on it, even though it wasn't really. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't want to be tied into it anymore. Like I felt like it was like a contract type thing, and I just wanted my body to be free of it. And I wasn't sexually active, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And then it took almost 3 to 6 months for me to finally be like off. I had really bad acne for the longest time. Was able to treat that. But so how I track it is through an app. It's called. I actually don't know what it's called, but I'll put it in the description below. But it does show me when I am fertile. But I only think
Yeah,
it only the only way it's synced if it's after my period. That's how it syncs. Is if I can actually put down when I had my period. And
hmm
I've been doing this app for the longest time since 2021 actually. So I don't know. I really like that fact. One, I can find out if I'm when I'm having my period because I literally would have like scares and I didn't want that. But it's just like it's almost like a peace of mind just knowing when your period's coming.
yeah. Yeah, it actually felt so freeing to get off birth control
Oh my
because like
god,
then
so
something
freeing.
that there's like literally a timer that you have to put on your phone because you have to take it exactly at that same time.
Yes.
It was just so annoying to take every day, and it was just like a reminder. And like also I wasn't at that time I was not really sexually active. So I was like,
Why am I
I'm
taking
only
it?
like at that time I was like, why am I taking this?
Yeah,
Like
I
every
feel
single
it.
day I'm not even having
Yeah.
sex. Like what
Yeah.
is this? So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be off this. And I felt so much better. I didn't have I actually so when you do get off birth control, it actually takes they say it takes like 6 months to
Mhm.
like a year for you to like get back to your normal
Yep.
regular baseline hormone
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah.
And and I think they say like whatever symptoms you had before you took birth control, it'll come back like even worse.
Oh my god.
um yeah,
Yeah.
so I didn't have like acne or like weight gain or headaches or cramps,
Mhm.
but when I did have was mood swings, and I was very emotional. I know I used to cry a lot
Yeah. Yeah.
when I was younger. So when I got off birth control, I was very confused, crying a lot.
You
I
were
was very
definitely,
emotional.
yeah, you became more emotional the like the more I got to know you too.
Yeah, but I actually think it was for the best because I felt like I was alive.
Yeah.
Because when I was on birth control,
It was
I felt like I
controlled.
was a robot.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I
Yes.
felt like I couldn't
Yes.
feel anything.
Yeah. It's pretty scary. But yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was because I got older. I don't know, but I obviously I took like I said, I got into a really bad breakout. Um, I definitely experienced really bad migraines. Like, oh my god, so bad. But if you guys do have I mean, like PMS migraines, what I've been testing for the past couple months is taking magnesium every day.
I was
And
just gonna say,
yep, I thought it was only magnesium for the week, and that obviously didn't work. Like the week before, and then the week, I think, during and after. But nonstop, this is my second month, not second month that I've been taking magnesium. No headache, no headache at all.
yeah, magnesium is like they call it the magic pill.
Yeah.
It's just a supplement. But like I mean, obviously there's like magnesium in like leafy greens if you don't want to
Mhm.
take vitamin supplements.
Yeah.
But also vitamin D3, I think, is another
That's
one
what I
that helps
take
with
too.
PMS.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
D3, magnesium, and then I always take iron because I go through
Oh,
really bad vertigo. I don't know why, but it happens. It could happen, and it's the most scariest thing ever. So I take iron for that too.
yeah, I mean we obviously lose blood
Yeah.
and iron is in our blood. I don't know why I like blanked out for
Well,
a
our
second.
period, you just bleed out. But yeah, no, I that's so fascinating. I really would love to like check that book out or something. That'd be really
Yeah.
fun to
So
hear, or even if like a podcast session of talking about it.
yeah, I mean I'll probably talk about it because I'm like obsessed with it right
Yeah,
now.
I love that. That's awesome. And yeah, I don't know. It's just hard because like yeah, I do have a partner and we try to be very careful, but I've been with him for almost 3 years. Well, like at least known him for 3 years, and we've had like two scares already. So that's like the only like downfall of it, just being free. But no, we've been really good about not doing it around my uh
Ovulation.
ovulation. Yeah.
You know what sucks is that's like the time
When
where
you
you're the
get
most
hell of
horny.
horny, dude. It's
I mean
the
it makes
fucking
sense.
worst. It's the fucking worst. I'm like, okay. And it does make sense, right? God, the human body is just so insane. It's just so crazy.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Do you have anything? We have about like 10 minutes left.
It's Pisces season.
It is Pisces season, and there is a full moon coming up. Full moon in
Virgo.
Virgo. That's right.
It's always the opposite sign.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was just thinking about that because new moon it goes along with the sign that it's the month of. But
Yeah.
yeah, in leap
Yeah, Virgo
years
full
this
moon is
year.
tomorrow, but I know it'll probably, when the podcast episode is live,
It
it'll
will
be like a
be
week past it.
next week. Yeah, it'll be next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, Pisces season is crazy.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to write about. Like literally the
What?
day it was like 219. 219, 220. I think it was 219. Like this Monday. Definitely saw shadows. Shadow figures is always a it's
Ooh.
always like a
What?
yeah, it's a repeating thing for me ever since
Please don't write in the
I
comments if you see something behind me.
you know
Just keep it to
something
yourself.
something really scary though. I actually like had someone reach out to me after my stream and tell me that they've seen something.
What? Okay, please do not. I'm not even gonna look.
But
I mean, you do have something, like, you have your lights in the
I
background.
do
Like,
no, but I did believe this person because I always feel like either a spiritual guide is with me or um I think it's usually my spiritual guide. And it's really weird because the way that they told me that what he looks like is the way that I have like kind of tapped into when I moved to Missouri.
but your spiritual guide's not scary though, right?
It's not
Like, to
well
you.
technically they're like very scary. They're like very
Oh,
very scary. Like a whole bunch of eyes and like 1,000 wings. Like something's supposed to be like really intimidating. We see them as being scary, but really they're supposed to be like this like angelic like beautiful thing. But yeah, but
oh,
I
like
said
a
that
demon that but is supposed to
yeah. Yeah.
guide you.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So I did tell them and I was like, yeah, I've been feeling that person or that thing for a while and I know who you're talking about. But of course that scared the fuck out of me. But yeah, no, I was running in the woods on Monday, of course. And then I saw a couple and I was like, I think it's time for me to leave. But yeah, Pisces season
Uh,
always taps into. I think it might be because of my
yeah.
Cancer rising, but I always feel
So
connected in
I was
around
gonna.
that time.
That reminds me, because I don't know if it was Monday, but like I was driving, and then like this bug freaking was, like, I think it was on my neck, and it literally just went like, and it was in, it was like, I think it was on my neck,
I would
because and then it
scream. And
flew
while
out, and it
you're
was like
driving, I would
flew
scream.
while I was
I would
driving, and I
scream.
was like.
I would scream.
And then it happened again today.
What the
So I was like,
fuck?
what the hell was that?
Yeah.
And then I look out, and so I opened the window. Because the first time I opened the window, I don't know if it flew out.
Yeah.
Um, then I just closed it again because I went on the freeway. But today it happened again. It didn't go off of my throat this time, but it like kind of flew this way. And then I was like, what the hell? And so I let it I put the window down, and then I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna put it up again. And I saw the bug, and I saw it was a ladybug. And you know how Tita, I don't know if I told you, but in the Philippines, she always came to us as a ladybug or something
No
green.
way.
You didn't know that?
No, you guys didn't tell me
Oh,
that.
ask Uncle Jamie, because Uncle Jamie's not. Me and
Artita, if
Uncle
you
Jamie
guys,
were.
Artita is our great aunt. It's usually in
Oh, yeah.
Tagalog it means aunt, but we call her Tita, even though she's
Yeah,
our great
she's our
aunt.
grandmother's
Sister.
sister. Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's basically our grandmother because our actual grandmother passed away,
Passed.
and so she
Yeah.
raised us.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have her own children.
Yeah.
So we're actually, yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't have children or grandchildren. We're her grandchildren.
Interesting. Okay, so she
Yeah, and
popped
when
up
we were in the
twice.
Philippines, we buried her
Yeah.
in the Philippines, and our uncle, who also, me and him were talking that we don't actually feel anything. We never feel spirits,
Yeah.
but like for some reason, like he was always feeling Tita there, and it always came as a ladybug. So I was like,
Aww.
but I was like, what the fuck,
I'm like,
Tita? While
Tita,
I'm
come
driving,
on.
while
Not on
I'm
my
driving,
neck. I'm like, not on my neck. That's so
I was
funny.
like.
Oh, dude, I'd be so scared for sure. Aw, I love that. Maybe she's
I
coming
knew
to
it
visit
wasn't.
you.
I knew it wasn't like anything, like it kind of felt like a moth. Like, so I
Okay.
knew it wasn't gonna like do anything to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, it was just
still,
like
it's a
this
bug.
huge thing, and I was like, what
Yeah.
the
That's so weird.
so weird.
Interesting.
In my car, though?
I would be so scared. I feel like that happened to me before. Like, it was like a wasp or something. Okay, I think we're... It was a little chaotic. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Apologies. Major apologies.
Sometimes.
But we did have a good conversation about jealousy.
Jealousy.
Yeah, so if you guys... Erotica, yes.
Menstrual cycles.
Oh my god, yeah. We actually had a lot.
Yeah, we did
a good amount of... Okay, go off.
Look at us.
Look at us go. Look at us be podcasters. I promise you guys it will be a lot more, like, at least maybe one theme, like, towards the ends that we always have something to kind of loop back into. But obviously, like I talked about, our main thing is talking about our experiences and what we kind of, like, handled it, how we handled it. And, you know, I feel like both of us, if anyone were to ask us any advice, like, we don't even care if we even went through it, I feel like both of us would give really good advice. And we would have different outlooks on it too. I feel like we would both have different outlooks on it. So if you guys want any advice or just like would like to hear what we'd have to say about your situation, definitely comment down below. And we'll probably eventually, if like this is a thing that you guys like, we'll probably find some way to have it like anonymous. So like we obviously don't know who you are, and you can, you know, talk to us without, you know, like exposing yourself if you didn't feel like it, if that's like a vulnerable thing.
Yeah, well, we have an Instagram, but I never check it. You could DM us, but you can...
We never check it. Don't even try. Don't even try, guys. It will be a while until we get back on that, because like right now...
I mean, yeah. So otherwise, you just have to comment on the YouTube.
Comment on the YouTube. You could technically...
Rate us, and subscribe.
You can definitely reach out to us individually on Instagram, too.
Oh, do you put our Instagram?
No, but I will. We do have a Discord. There's a Discord link too. So you guys are more than welcome to check that out.
Okay. You check Discord, right?
I do check this. I literally have it up like every day. I'm on the computer. Okay. So
Jerica will check it.
Don't be afraid if it's just you in the Discord, okay? I swear, like, eventually more people will come visit. So thank you guys so much for for enjoying or having us talk with us. And we're excited to have another podcast and have another conversation for an hour. Like always.
I can always talk.
Yes, yes, definitely. All right, guys. Well, we will see you in the next episode. Take care and bye.
Bye.